And now, your first alert weather.
Good morning. I hope you're feeling well today. Things are going to be, storming up for us into the eastern highlands, and I promised I would swing the camera around so we could catch the sunshine first thing over the Iona Butte, and you really, there's a little bit of it there as you head over down the Heisey Highway, but it really is not as beautiful of a morning as yesterday, but that should wake you up. Put that on the big screen. It's always nice to see the sun come up. It will be dreary throughout the day today. The clouds are going to move in. It's 36. It looks to be clear over by the airport. Now, this is headed north and northeast, and winds are out of the north at about 8. This is over the falls in Idaho Falls, and temps are chilly. You'll need to bundle up. Make sure the kids are wrapped up too. We're in the 20s in some of the mountain areas. It's 38 in Soda and 41 in Pocatello with 5 to 10 mile-an-hour winds for the majority of us. Here's what we're tracking today. More clouds. They'll build up. We'll see an afternoon chance of showers and storms, and keep this in mind, especially in those flood-prone areas, with the afternoon progressing into maybe a rain-snow mix into some of our mountains across the pass, Driggs, and into Rexburg and Sugar City. You may see a rogue shower push through there and maybe some convection as well, but it really does look like it's going to maintain its presence to the east of the interstate. Get on and head back to the hills, as we say. And that's not a fake southern saying. Things are going to be 5, 10 miles an hour, gustier around storms, and we'll see winds pushing to 20 as we get into the eastern side of Idaho into western Wyoming, and maybe a little more rapid as you head into the beginnings of a shower or storm. Now, the snow will stay above 11,000 feet probably, and you'll see some rain mixed in with that, but it doesn't look to be too bright of an afternoon. But the good news is, by the weekend, award-winning. It's going to be above average temperatures. Normally, our temperature this time of year is around 64, 65 degrees in Idaho Falls. And we pretty much got there yesterday, just as we forecast. Now, for the afternoon, we'll be staying in that zone. It'll be 65 in Pocatello and about 59 into Driggs, 52 into Jackson, and 61 in DuBois, 60 in Arco, 59 in Ketchum. It'll be 65 in Burley. Now, keep in mind, when we forecast these temperatures, these are for specific areas. Now, your backyard and my backyard are two different places. I live in a van down by the river. But if you live on the west side of Idaho Falls, out by the airport, it's probably a little closer to what we're forecasting, and you get into the inner cities and temperatures can change. So know that these are target temperatures for different spots, and then we take the measurements of the readings for the afternoon, and that's where we record the records from as well. So it may be a little different at your place, and I'd always love to hear from you and love to see what you see. Just make sure we make horizontal great again. Turn your camera long ways so it fits the television, and send them to me, Jeff.Roper at localnews8.com. And yes, that's my real name. So hashtag get some. 52 in Jackson for the afternoon, and brightening up as we bolt into Mother's Day weekend. I've got to figure out what to put on Sunday for Mother's Day weekend. And maybe, Emma, you can help me dress this up. I got to come up with some sort of, I don't want to put a picture of my mother up there. That'd be weird. But we got to come up with some sort of bouquet or, something. See what I'm saying? It used to be you wore white flour if your mother was alive, and a red flour if remember all that. You remember doing that's a southern thing probably. You wore a flower on Mother's Day. Someone remind me about that. I'll explain it to these people. It'll be in the mid to upper 70s for Blackfoot by Sunday. Rexburg will be doing 73 or so as you cook for your mama. What does your mother like? Ribs, maybe with a sandy wipe? It's going to be closer to 78 on into Sunday. You should really, make sure she has the day off. And if your daddy doesn't do anything, have a word with him. Let's put him on the prayer roll. It's going to be in the 50s in Jackson. We get a 50% chance or so of a shower, and that sticks around with this last little wave that's going to push across the eastern side of our state. 66 today in Pocatello. You can't rule out a storm as we begin to cloud up today. 63 in IF. It'll be down to 38 tonight. Back to you.